Alright, and welcome back, guys. This is a completely different type of video today, but we're going to be talking about pretty much the rarest thing in Cold War right now. Now, we're actually on my account right now. We're not on anyone else's account. We're currently on mine, and the reason we have all this set up on my account was kind of happenstance. And we're going to go through exactly what we're talking about in this video, how it came to be that I have this on my account, and everything like that. Now, with what I'm talking about today, there's actually 3 different levels of rarity. And with that, I'm going to be referring to these tiers as base tier, tier 2, and tier 3. And as of right now, there is only one account in the entire world that I know of having the tier 3 rarity of this. So with that being said, if you see any of these in public lobbies or you find any variations of this, please tweet it to me because I would like to know if there's any other accounts out there with this. But with that being said, let's go ahead and log into the main menu of Cold War. And as you can see here, my guy has a DM Ultra Sigma showcase weapon. And part of the reason I'm making this video is because every single time I stream, one of the most asked questions on stream, probably the single most asked question on stream period, is how did I achieve this? How did I get my guy holding a DM Ultra Sigma? Because if you log into Cold War right now and you try to set a Sigma as your showcase weapon, it's going to give you an error saying this weapon is not allowed to be set as a showcase weapon. And the reason for that is about a month after the game's launch, they removed the option of any rocket launchers, and this includes the Thumper as well, and any DLC melee weapon being set as a showcase weapon. This means regardless if you're in the multiplayer menu, the zombies menu, whatever you're doing on Cold War, if you're trying to set any sort of rocket launcher or DLC weapon as a melee weapon, it's not going to let you. It's going to say that this can no longer be a showcase weapon. And the only way to right now have your character holding one of these is just to have been lucky enough to randomly put it on the first month of the game. Now, what specifically makes the DM Ultra showcase weapon even more rare in the game is there was a short period of about 2 days where you're able to do this. If you guys played Cold War at launch, you know DM Ultra was fundamentally bugged and unlockable at the game's launch. And whenever they finally went about fixing DM Ultra, there was only a few days overlap of when DM Ultra got fixed and they removed the ability of setting rocket launchers as a showcase weapon. So for anyone to have an account right now that has a DM Ultra rocket launcher as a showcase weapon, you would have had to been lucky enough to set a rocket launcher as your showcase weapon with DM Ultra on it after DM Ultra got fixed within a 2-day period. If you waited any longer than those 2 days, then you wouldn't have been able to do it. There was only about a 2-day period where this was even possible. And on top of all of that, you had to have not changed your showcase weapon. For the first month or 2 that I had the Sigma DM Ultra, I didn't even realize that the Sigma couldn't be a showcase any weapon. So at any point in time, I could have easily swapped it out without knowing. And then to make this even rare on top of that, whenever they released Season 2 Reloaded, if you played the update within the first 2 hours, it wiped all of your classes and your showcase weapon. So even if someone did have a DM Ultra showcase weapon and they logged in with the first 2 hours of Season 2 Reloaded, their Sigma showcase weapon would have disappeared and it would have been gone. Luckily enough, my internet's super slow, so it took me about 2.5 hours to download the update. So by the time I logged in, I was still good to go, didn't replace my showcase weapon. We're still here on probably the rarest Cold War account in existence. Now, as I was stating earlier in this video, there are kind of 3 different tiers to this. I would say anyone who has any sort of rocket launcher or DLC melee weapon to be kind of a tier 1 rarity, because you're no longer able to set that as a showcase weapon. So that is a legacy account that no one's ever going to be able to get in Cold War again. And then the tier 2 rarity is anyone who has Dark Aether on any of these weapons, because obviously Dark Aether is the mastery camo from zombies. So if you were able to get that mastery camo within about the first month and equip it to your weapon, that's pretty rare. But however, a DM Ultra showcase weapon is even rarer than that because you had a period of about 2 days to even accomplish this. And I really do think this might be the only account in all of Cold War to have this on it. But with that, boys, I really want your help with this. If you know anyone else with a DM Ultra showcase rocket launcher, or maybe a Dark Aether one, or even just in general, definitely message it to me, tweet it to me, anything you can do to have me see it, because I would really like to see these super rare accounts on Cold War. And I really want to know if this is the last account in existence with a DM Ultra rocket launcher. And you want to know the funniest thing about all this? I'm not even the one who was on my account who equipped the DM Ultra rocket launcher. The person who actually set this as the showcase weapon was Glitching Queen. Back when DM Ultra was first fixed within those 2 days, she actually logged onto my account to get some footage with DM Ultra, and while she was on the account, she set the rocket launcher with DM Ultra as the showcase weapon. And I was just too lazy and I never changed it. So it just kind of sat there, and eventually turns out that, hey, this now is the single rarest account in all of Cold War as of now. So that to me is actually hilarious. We just completely accidentally stumbled into probably one of the rarest Call of Duty accounts in history right now. But with that, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Definitely let me know if you see anything like this in multiplayer play. I definitely want to find out if there are any more accounts like this still in existence. But with that, boys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.